sort it out with the club of Man United come next Sunday in there. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously name a 11 that most of you are really well conversant of, and maybe you thought it would obviously look out that way. And this is what the manager of Arsenal has decided to obviously name, to obviously come and really tussle it out with Atletico Bilbao. David Raya, Julian Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Carafiori, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Victor Gyokeres. That is the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal that the manager, Mikel Arteta, has gone ahead obviously come out and really name in there. The bench has Azebalaga, Kepa, Rogers, Mosquera, Ben White, Jakub Kivio, Nogard, Zinchenko, Madueke, Waneri, Merino, Nelson, Lokonga, Kai Havertz, and Lewis Kelly. That is the team that the manager of Arsenal has gone ahead to name to obviously take on a team known as Atletico Bilbao. So from there, we won't obviously waste any time. Let's get into how Arsenal is obviously lining up, and then after, I'll let you know what Atletico Bilbao, while Athletic Club has gone ahead obviously line up like. So this is the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal. The formation is 4-2-3-1. You understand? He's like playing a double pivot and trying to obviously utilize Martin Odegaard to play as a number 10 into that position. Now, we are having David Raya in between the stitches, and you know he's the number 1 choice goalkeeper for the club of Arsenal in there. Then Timber takes over. Remember in the match preview, I told you that Julian Timber got some few minutes when Arsenal was playing against Villarreal, and the manager might obviously try to play him in because last season he really went ahead to prove himself as the certified right back for the club of Arsenal, and the manager goes ahead to give him, I think, his first start, by the way, after a long time. Remember, he was injured, and thank God the season of Arsenal has started when the lad is really curing. Then we are having Riccardo Carafiori left back in there for you, and I told you in the match preview that this is one of the highly competed for positions at the club of Arsenal. Remember, there is Jakub Kivio, Carafiori, Zinchenko, and Lewis Kelly. Even Timber can play as a left back. I've told you that before, but the manager is like, Riccardo Carafiori will obviously do the job for him. Right-sided centre-back, Gabriel Magalhaes gets into the starting 11. I got that right because I knew to it that he needed to feature with William Saliba as they obviously do the needful to prepare for the club of Manchester United over the weekend. So, Gabriel Magalhaes has also gone ahead to start by his first game this pre-season. You know, most of the games has been coming off the bench, and the manager is like, last game of the pre-season, get in some good minutes as you prepare for the big game between Man United and Arsenal. That is next next Sunday, you understand? So that's what you're really having in through here onto the Rokani Media Football as we bring you the best of Arsenal in here. Then the double pivot has Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi. Obviously, I anticipated that if it's known to Zubimendi, it's obviously going to be a Nogard, as Rice and Odegaard were really constant into that team that I anticipated the manager will obviously have to name in there for you. So, from that double pivot of Rice and Zubimendi, you understand, we obviously have a Bukayo Saka playing as a right forward in there for you, or a right attacking midfielder in this particular system. In the 4-3-3 system, he's a right forward. In a 4-2-3-1, he's a right attacking midfielder. Then we go to a player known as Gabriel Martinelli, left attacking midfielder. Odegaard, central attacking midfielder. And the manager has obviously gone ahead to give him that position because he knows to it that Victor Gyokeres is leading the line and he needs service from Martin Odegaard. I told you that the person to unlock Gyokeres is Odegaard. I tell you this, and today, 90% chance Victor Gyokeres gets his first goal for the club of Arsenal, because I know what Odegaard does, and they're obviously going to be on the pitch for some long time. Remember, in the game they played against Villarreal, as Gyokeres was getting off, Odegaard was coming on. So we want to see the combination that Odegaard and Victor Gyokeres have gone ahead obviously come up with before this comes to pass. So that is the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal, and I anticipate that Odegaard is obviously going to be trying to look out for Victor Gyokeres, and I know the chemistry will take some time to build, but with the game intelligence of Odegaard, I anticipate a lot into this beautiful game of football. Then Unai Simon is in goal for Athletic Club. They're also playing a system of 4-2-3-1. Areso right back, Belichiche left back. Then Vivian and Luku are playing into the central defense. Then Galareta and Gyokeres Giza are playing to the double pivot. Inaki Williams is playing as a right attacking midfielder. Nico Williams, shirt number 10, is playing as a left attacking midfielder, and Gomez is playing as a central attacking midfielder, as Alex Barenguia is really doing the needful to play and lead the line for the club of Atletico Bilbao. So that's exactly how we think is really panning out for the club of Arsenal and Atletico Bilbao. Let's go to the bench and see how things are really panning out. Now, Arsenal is having Mosquera, Ben White, Kepa Zabalaga, Jakub Kivio, Christian Nogard, Zinchenko, Noni Madueke, Ethan Wanheri, Mikel Merino, Reis Nelson, Albert Samilokonga, and Rogers. Now, when you look at that bench, it's not having Trossard, it's not having Gabriel Jesus. Who else is missing out there? You know? It's not having those two players in there. So if you add those two in there, Arsenal is obviously going to be having one of the deadliest benches in the Premier League. And this is where they need to act and obviously move on some players. When we go to Athletic Bilbao, Andoni, Mikel Vexa, Gurezeta, Alex Padilla, Maron Sanadi, Roberto Navarro, Alejandro Rojo, Adama Boiro, Nico Solerano, Luis Suscan, and Izeleta. You get that he is the bench of a team known as Athletic Club, and they are willing to obviously come and really cause havoc to the club of Arsenal. But I think this time around with Odegaard and that man starting known as Gyokeres, they don't stand a chance to obviously come and really do the needful. Now, let me go into the live chat and see what your thoughts are. Faith Ronald Okello is telling us that Faith Ronald Okello, yes, he says, hey Rokani, hey, how are you? Then we also have Majara Wycliffe, thanks for the update, Rokani. Long-awaited time has come. Yeah, it has come. That is Faith. Then in Zeko Cosmos, I'm seeing a win. First no 3-1. How do you see? I had called in for 2-1, but the moment I've gone here to see the system of 4-2-3-1, and the manager has gone ahead to obviously bring in a lad known as known as Victor Gyokeres to lead the line, and Odegaard is really playing behind him. I'm really smelling something huge, and I tell you, it's really going to be a very competitive game, and Arsenal is obviously going to be creating very many chances into there. I also go 3-0. Let's go 3-0 for the club of Arsenal. Faith Okello, yeah, this is the first 11 we are waiting for, all right. At least there we can see hat-trick for... I see Gyokeres scoring his first goal for the club of Arsenal today. I don't know why, but I think he's obviously going to be really doing the needful. Then Nathani Monel from Belgium, good 11. Unfortunately, Trossard is injured. Yeah, he's really injured, but I know the manager will obviously try to obviously get him back as up. Then we are talking about Gyokeres and Sesko. For you, who is the best after the one? Thanks for keeping us live. I tell you, if you're talking about who is really that complete striker that you need to obviously get, you understand? It's Benjamin Sesko. He's a complete striker. But when you look at the two projects, you obviously do the needful and ask yourself, who is obviously suiting what project? I think for the club of Arsenal, they needed a Gyokeres more than they needed a Sesko, because Sesko is a work in progress. If you've been following up on him, he's a work in progress, and there is no way you can obviously find yourself in a position of really trusting yourself with a man like that, because all of the time, Arsenal is always going to have to be looking in for a goal poacher, you understand? And if at all you're having him in Victor Gyokeres, then that's good to go, you understand? So, for the club of Arsenal, I think I think Gyokeres best suits them. Yeah, for me, I think Gyokeres best suits them. I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but I think in the long run, we'll know. I think Sesko is a better footballer, but Arsenal needed a striker like Victor Gyokeres, and the United needed a striker like Benjamin Sesko, because Benjamin Sesko is a work in progress, and the United is just building their squad, meaning that 2-3 seasons from now, Sesko will obviously hit the ground running, and he'll obviously do the needful. United wanted kids to sign contracts. Yeah, you're right. You wanted them to sign contracts, but I know they'll get in more minutes. And even Wanelu also knows to eat that. He hasn't gonna reach a level to start, in a game of that magnitude. He hasn't obviously gonna reach that level, and he knows exactly what he has to do to obviously climb and really beat Odegaard. But I know he'll obviously get in minutes. And have I seen Dolman onto the bench or not? By the way, the game of football is on. It has gone ahead to start, and I'm just getting done with your comment section and obviously call it quits in there for you, and see to it that all goes on well as planned. Arsenal is taking on a side known as Atletico Bilbao, and I don't know why I'm not getting the game now here, but I think I'll get it. We also have Shukufeni. Are you going to show the game? I won't lie. Can we catch the match here? No, I can't lie. Kai and Skelly on the bench. Use how to watch, guys. Link to watch. I really can't come out here and really tell you that these are Rokani. Any up for the live? Guys, I can't really tell you, but you can go on the website of Arsenal. That game is there, I think. You can catch it there on the website of Arsenal. That is it. Then Thompson, Havertz, and Max Dorman missing from the bench. We should have a strong bench this season. The manager said that Max Dorman has to go obviously and really get a rest. I don't know which kind of rest he meant, but maybe he meant a different kind of rest altogether. Then Innocent Odegaard, hello, good evening. Arteta should test his best 11 today, not fake every time. And I think that's what Mikel Arteta has gone ahead obviously go in for. He's like, I'm going in for my best 11, and I think he has gone ahead to flaunt it there, and it will do the job. I trust that team, because most of the players know one another very well, and there is no need to obviously worry about that side. Rokani David is my name. I think I've gone ahead obviously respond to everyone who has come up onto this channel and enjoy this live stream in here, and we're obviously gonna be waiting in to see how things are really happening right now in here onto the channel. But for everyone that's been part of this channel, everything is really okay, and continue to subscribe. You can as well go onto the live, onto the video feed, because we've already gone ahead obviously bring you the best that you deserve as far as this beautiful game of football is really concerned. We've talked about Rodrigo, you understand? We've talked about Rodrigo, and it has gone ahead to obviously do the best for us. For those that really want, try this link and see whether it will work out for you. It's live sports. Live sports 088.com. Try that link and see. Live sports. It's live sports. Oh, sorry. Live sports 088.com. Try that link and see whether it will obviously lead you to where the game is. Just try it out and see. Just try it out and see whether it will obviously lead you there. But thank you for obviously being part of this live stream. I've gone here to enjoy you guys. Let's call it quits for now. I'm going to be returning with the game of football is done with what we call the match reaction in here onto this beautiful channel of ours. I love you all, and I love you all, and let's obviously do the needful. Amatu Sunday says, but you can get the match in Tudo Football. That's what he's really saying, that go to Tudo Football and you'll obviously get that game full in there. Tudo Football. Let me obviously put it here. Tudo Football. Let me check here and see. Tudo Football. Where are live games on this website? Don't really see any, you know. Real-time scores, applications, never miss out. So, I don't know how to obviously get this game live with Tudo, you know. But all I know, it can obviously work out well as really planned and promised. So guys, try out that live that I've gone ahead obviously put down there. You'll obviously get the game that you want to watch in here, and then we'll obviously return here when everything is really done and dusted. Arsenal is taking on Athletic Club, and we just can't wait to see how things will obviously pan out for this particular fixture. So guys, I'm out and see you later.